What's going on, guys? Welcome to Boosted Motorsports. So we are at Bradenton Motorsports Park. We are in our Hellcat. We are about to make its first pass ever at the drag strip. So it's not ideal weather. It's like 90 degrees. DA is terrible, but we're just making some A to B passes, seeing what it does. I'm gonna get some data logs. If you guys do or don't know, we built this car from complete scratch. I'll put up some pictures here. This car was headed for the scrapyard, essentially. Caught on fire. We rebuilt the whole thing, redid the whole engine with MMX components, and now we're gonna see what she will do. So it's still 6.2, just forged internals, MMX is CNC ported heads, MMX max effort cam, 2.4 blower, 15% MMX overdrive, and then 2.75 upper. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll get out there. Guys, it's shaking up top quite a bit. Seemed like it was running strong, but I don't know if you guys saw me get out of it. And I spun. I don't know what happened, but I tried to do like a burnout and it kind of like limp moded, even though traction control's off, so I can see what that's about. We let off and went 9.8 at 123, so you can tell we let off. First pass, 9-second pass. Hell yeah. Duke is a beast, you guys. Absolute beast. We'll go chat with our buddy Terry with his Demon 170. That is not bad. Can't be mad at that at all. Freaking burnout thing with this thing. We're going up against Terry's Demon 170, so we'll see how we do. See how we do on 60 foot at least, but I think I'm gonna spin, honestly. See how we do. Hopefully we launch. That Demon 170. Damn! That was pretty good, you guys. So I'll talk about it more at the end of the video, you guys, but I am, and even my intercooler temps weren't as down as I wanted to. I forgot to turn on the chiller, but we're at like 80 degrees intercooler temps. But I'm getting that vibration up top. Terry has a super stock and he's having the same issue. We're both having the same issue, but we're both running this billet differential. He's the same opinion as me. He's not comfortable with staying in it with what's going on. It's like a violent vibration in the rear, and neither of us are trying to do ourselves in, so. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I let out of it even earlier that time, but 1.5, 60 foot. I spun again. I gotta figure out how to get more heat in the tires. But yeah, 10.2 at 99, but I also did let out a lot. But we were neck and neck with Terry, which is kind of cool. Both same conditions, obviously, so that's our benchmark, you guys. Demon 170 right in front of us, Terry's car. I know. Dude, I still can't do the burnout though. I suck at the burnout thing. Yeah. So on that time, I put it in all my traction controls off. I put it in manual second, and it went. And that's all I got out of it. And then I put my foot to it, and I just went.
What's your 60 foot?
1.5.
1.5.
But I was right there with you, and then you probably saw where I just went flat, and just got out of it. I was like, hell yeah, right next to Terry. I'm doing okay. That's my benchmark. What did you end up doing though in the quarter?
9.4.
Oh shit.
Right?
No, you're 9.6.
9.6.
Oh, okay.
9.6.
So we were on a good tear. Well, obviously, if I had stayed with you or stayed in it.
Motor was hot, but still, it was a good launch. That was a good.
Yeah, I didn't get the greatest launch. Kind of like kicked out sideways and kind of jumped and then bit and went. But I forgot to turn on. I didn't have my chiller on when I went. I didn't have my chiller on from here until they called us. So I only had my chiller on from the guy telling me to go to the line. So my intercooler temps were up.
Past the light and then back up.
Well, I know you were doing like the John Forth burnout thing, but like, dude, my shit didn't even fucking bleh. And I was like, what am I gonna do? Bleh, past the light?
Burnout or not, you gotta go past.
Oh, past and come back in? Yeah. What's the difference?
One of the guys here told me, and since I've done that, I've been, well,
He's been better. He thinks he picks up the sticky. He goes out there, picks up the traction compound, and then drags that back on his tire.
Maybe. It's possible,
so
right?
he said the heavy cars, like ours, that works good.
Okay.
But the Camaros and the Mustangs don't need to do that.
When were you letting out of yours? When you were riding your super stock? About the 8th, or were you staying in it till?
No, I stayed in that motherfucker.
Big phone, everybody know big phone.
I wonder, don't have to, but I'm almost wondering if you want to try it to see if it's the same. Maybe get out of it so you don't break it, but if you want, you can.
I'm going to tell you what you're describing is exactly it. Feels like you hit rumble strips.
Yeah, it's like, but you can hear it though, like.
Right, like the rumble strip on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You're running over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
What do we do? Cash out of these pieces of junk and get something else? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to not be able to stay in it, well, at least with confidence. Could if you want to maybe break it or scatter something, but I say we go back to stock and just reinforce the hell out of it. I'd rather break the diff on the launch than in the high end, the big end. Right? Because you know it's not going to break in the big end, it's just off the launch. I probably should put a Gates green belt on it, but I don't even have that much. Just no special tensioner or idler wheel, nothing. was my second run.
Second one?
Second run ever in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it just got done?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Hey, you want me to teach you how to drive?
Yeah, let's go. Get in.
Hey, you think I could borrow your wheels for a race or what?
Where?
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm not taking that shit off.
Boss,
What up?
I know why you're spinning out. You ain't got no thread.
I know, it's all gone.
No, I'm just kidding.
Again because I didn't trust it, but she was on a ripper.
We got a pair of land yachts, big old boats here.
No check engine light that time, and then I figured it out, you guys. So if you guys have a Charger Challenger, you might be laughing at me, but whatever. I've only done this in a Ram before with the dial knob, so I ended up having to hold traction off, put it over into manual mode, put it in a second, and then I was able to hold the gear and actually do a proper burnout. So a little bit better, but I gotta figure out the vibration. I probably could stay in it, but I don't want to break anything, so kind of just is what it is. Thank you, sir. 9.7 at 120, so definitely letting out a bit, but we're ripping, you guys. We're ripping. Thing's just doing what she needs to do. I can't be mad at that. First time ever out with the car, and we're in the 9s. Easy. We're in the 9s letting off, so really not mad about that. That was obviously Terry's Demon 170 again. Let's see what our 60 foot was though. I don't know if it's any different. Oh, 1.4. We got a 1.460. That's not bad. Is it 1.48? Let's see. It's hard to see with the light. I think it's 1.48. But like I said, still spun a little bit, and we're on the Sticky Mickeys, but I went with a smaller tire, so we're only on a 275, you guys. I do have 315s, Mickey Thompsons, that we're going to be putting on, but I got to do some clearancing stuff and put some spacers on the back probably to utilize them, but either way, not bad. What you think? Not bad, dude. I stayed it a little before. I'm like, no, Terry's gonna get me. I stayed it to 120, but after that I let out again. I'm coming out of the hole not bad though.
No, but you're rolling on the top end. The car's got top end.
Alright, where are you? Let's see. So you're 115, we're almost similar there.
Right, but you were catching me.
Well, I wasn't catching you.
Ahead of me.
Well, I think I was ahead of you by a nose, and then I eventually was like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but you were pulling. You got top end on this like my blue car. Yeah.
Got got that Z tune.
Did you like rolling out forward?
I did.
See
Well,
the hooks better?
so I figured
how far I rolled
I
out?
was like, Terry's gonna give me shit because I double balled him. I didn't do it on purpose though. But I figured out how to actually do a burnout in it. So I held the traction control button down for like 10 seconds and then it said traction off. And then I was able to actually put it in second and do a proper burnout. So, because before it was just going bleh, just stopping. So, but hell yeah. Spun like crazy on that launch. We'll see what we did though. And obviously I'm letting out of it because I'm not trying to explode something. Whatever that vibration is in the rear is pretty violent, but we'll get her sorted out. The car is running phenomenal though, so. Still ran a 1.5. I did red light, but still ran a 1.5 even though we spun like crazy. So that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for it, you guys. I don't think we need to push the car anymore until we figure out the vibration, but she's a runner. She's got a ton of steam. Hopefully we got some good footage. I gotta review it obviously, but you should be able to see us neck and neck with the Demon 170 the whole way until I let off. So we're doing something right. We're doing something right. The little 6.2 that could. The little 6.2 that could. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, guys. So it's a few days later, and I am super happy with how everything went for Duke's first time out at the track. I really can't ask for anything more. Literally off the trailer, first pass, you guys saw we ran a 9.8. And like I said, to be in the 9s, literally the first time I've ever taken this car to the track. Like I said, literally cannot ask for anything more. So everything worked pretty well. Obviously, you saw that we are having some issues with vibration. If you guys do or don't know and you've been around with the channel for a little while, we actually exploded a 8HP 90 in our Hellcat before. So I have a little bit of PTSD from going through that before. So when I feel a vibration, one that's substantial and it's not just a simple wheel vibration, I really take note and I'm very careful with it. So this vibration is not just a tiny vibration. Also, you guys heard Terry talk about it on his car. He also has a super stock with a 426 and a Whipple on it. And his car that he has exact same billet differential, it's doing the same thing. I want to show you guys quickly the setup on the car. Again, I'm literally just running a belt that I found in my shop several years ago. It's not shredding it. There's no belt dust all over the place, but I cannot say enough how well this MMX setup works. So also want to give a huge shout out to Byron at MMX. He's been with me with this car, with the build right from day one. And we started off with a brand new block from MMX, and we built this thing literally from a bare block up. We did their drop-in piston and rod combo. We did their MMX max effort cam, their CNC ported heads. This is all their combo on here, and you guys can see that this stuff works. 2.4 blower. We've got a ported snout from FAS, and then we've got a granatelli billet 108 throttle body into a Demon red eye style intake, and then it connects up to our Demon hood. I haven't put the insert in it just yet because I'm trying to get it painted, but it needs to get repainted or wrapped before I put the insert back in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then also shout out to Mickey Thompson, another one of our partners, for getting the traction. And again, these are the tires we had on there, 275 60-15s. So we've got a bunch of other tires to test out on this. I got a whole stack of Mickey Thompsons over there. I want to go bigger, but I was just in a rush getting to the track, and I need to put some spacers on, get this thing sticking out of the body a little bit in order to clear the inner fender wells and run a bigger tire. But like I said, I was just in a hurry. You can see the stripes on the tire from where this thing just folded this tire over. And most guys are running 305s or 315s on these. And like I said, we were getting the job done, although we were spinning a bit, but we were still hooking and booking even with the 275 small tire. So again, super happy. Can't ask anything more out of the car. And again, we were letting out of it because of the vibration, but you guys already know we'll get it fixed. Me and Terry are suspecting that it is a differential. So we're gonna test a few more things, and then we might be going to factory differentials for now, just fully braced. I might use BMR's solid billet mounts in the factory differential. This thing already has a bunch of BMR's traction products. It's got BMR's Demon Killer springs on it, and you guys saw everything. The whole package is working. If you guys are curious on the setup, I will link down below the playlist to all the videos on taking this car from a burnt Hellcat all the way to what you see it is now. And we're gonna try and get back to the track with our Hell Ram, the Hellcat swapped Ram 1500. Kind of working out some bugs on this thing, so we'll see how this combo works. But this one, I mean, what can I say? First time out, we were running deep in the 9s easily, and we're not even staying in it. So I'm pretty happy on that. So thanks for watching. Check out the other videos on the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. We got a huge announcement coming like this week or so, maybe next week. You guys won't want to miss this. It's going to be huge. So thanks again. See you guys in the next one.